The accused killer of a 13-year-old girl is now in jail in Orange County. This is such a disturbing story. Rose DeJoux was murdered on the 4th of July.
Deputies say the young girl was attacked by the man who was a stranger to her. West 2's Sinai Gebrigedigas is live at the sheriff's office today, and tonight we're learning Rose's family found her in a utility closet.
Yeah, just awful. Investigators say she was partially naked, stabbed, and barely alive. It happened at an apartment complex where Rose lived on South Rio Grande Avenue near Holden Avenue. And we're told her family knocked on several doors looking for their girl after she never made it to her friend's home.
28-year-old Jerry Dorismay is facing first-degree murder. He was taken to jail 1 week after he allegedly stabbed a young girl to death. Rose DeJoux was just 13 years old.
Rose was senselessly and brutally murdered on July 4th in the apartment complex where she lived.
On Friday, we heard from Orange County Sheriff John Mina. He said Rose was heading to her friend's place in another building at the same apartment complex, but she never made it. That was July 4th.
Her friend found Rose's cell phone and shoes in the staircase in that apartment building and reached out to Rose's family. And a family member was knocking on doors to see if they could find Rose, and then they entered the utility closet and then ultimately found Rose in that closet.
Rose had been stabbed and had barely any clothes on. She later died at the hospital. Mina says video from the complex captured the suspect walking at a distance behind Rose as she was heading to her friend's building. He adds detectives found the packaging of a kitchen knife near Rose's body, and that security video from a nearby store showed Dorismay buying what is believed to be that same knife. Investigators are working to determine if the 13-year-old was sexually assaulted.
The community is upset. We received many tips about him, and in fact his father also called us to identify him as well.
Mina says people have seen the suspect in that area before watching young girls and that he has a criminal record of child abuse. The sheriff's office recently had an encounter with Dorismay after responding to a call about a man holding a knife. Mina says during that response, Dorismay punched deputies, but was ultimately Baker acted and released. Live in Orange County, Sinai Gebrigedigas, West 2 News.
And continuing our team coverage of this developing story, digging into the criminal background of the murder suspect. Jerry Dorismay has multiple felony arrests.
West 2 investigative reporter Greg Fox has been peeling back the layers in his court files. And Greg, he has one case in which police say he was targeting teenage girls.
That's right. He was arrested and charged with aggravated child abuse and several counts of lewd and lascivious behavior on a girl over the age of 12 but under the age of 18. But much of his legal past involves arrests for domestic violence. For at least 6 years before Jerry Dorismay was charged in the murder of 13-year-old Rose DeJoux, he was in and out of the Orange County Jail, mostly on charges of violent crime. In several cases, his former girlfriend was the alleged victim, but Dorismay was rarely prosecuted. In 2018, he was charged by the sheriff's office with battery by strangulation and battery dating violence. His girlfriend told deputies she was unable to breathe, but the state declined to prosecute, filing a no information notice. Just 3 months after that case against Dorismay was cleared, his girlfriend called 911 and told deputies Dorismay grabbed her jacket collar and threw her back with such force that it left a hole in the wall. He also flattened her car tires so she couldn't leave and was arrested for false imprisonment and battery domestic violence. She also told deputies she believes Dorismay suffers from mental illness. Again, the state attorney declined to prosecute and dropped the charges. That prompted his girlfriend to later obtain a domestic violence injunction, telling the court in one incident, "Jerry was trying to kidnap me. I had to jump out of the car while Jerry was driving." And in 2020, Dorismay focused his anger on 2 teenagers, including the daughter of his then roommate. Orlando police charged him with lewd and lascivious molestation and aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. The girls reported being attacked by Dorismay with a piece of bed frame and one being punched in the arm and chest. His roommate's daughter also said Dorismay touched her several times over her clothes on her breasts and buttocks and asked her several times to have sex. but Doris May was convicted only of aggravated child abuse and given a 1-year prison sentence. Now, in that last case involving the 2 teenage girls who said they had to run away from Doris May, that apartment complex was on South Rio Grande Avenue, just 10 blocks north of where Rose's body was found July 4th. Nancy?
All right, Greg, thank you. Eye-opening report there and maddening as well. And stay with WESH 2 News on air and online as we continue to cover Rose's murder. You can find the very latest updates right here on air and online on WESH.com and our free WESH 2 mobile app.